All right, we are live. Thank you so much, the few people who have joined us today. Welcome again. Welcome to the U-Turn Show. If you are new, this platform is a platform that is empowering our communities through the power of storytelling, guided actions, and constructive dialogues. We aim here to promote social change, economic empowerment for women and youth specifically. And also, we talk a lot about entrepreneurship and innovation as our means to achieve that change. So today, we are here with Alakir. My name is Akwal Philip, and I'm joined by other co-hosts, Alakir. Hey, Alakir. Plus our special guest, Manyang Malet Manyang, all the way from Australia. So Manyang joined us today to discuss very important topic with disability, or especially how we can best support our families that are struggling with children with special needs. So Manyangda, thank you for joining us today. And if you are watching, please share this conversation. It might reach someone that might be changed through this conversation. So back to the table, Manyang, Inter moderator, and welcome to the U-Turn Show. Hello, you okay?
Yeah, thank you. Chakyan will host today. Kato ya show one Thank you.
Welcome.
Mm.
So Manyangda, this is very important conversation, and many people died. And quite here, man, how it work. Kwa bjalo ke dit ke yi, as we talk, people may not know you. This is your first time on the U-Turn show. So could you please tell us a bit about yourself and what inspired you to actually be in this space of empowering people with special needs? Over to you. You are Ping Manyangda. Thank you, Henry.
Question gana nantidia. A question inspired father Malet Manyang. Win your way a ping. Ranchal will inspire my father. Wa Malet Manyang en kacha will inspire a lot. So lon loitene elon ye wa loy. Kwang work loy until today. So whipping and much. So Baba dear, Daman on Toyan in Kakuma refugee camp, ane dalo muktam Baba ich. Father Elu can disabled in Kakuma. So most of the time, ane dalo nong my dad in his office. Nalar muktam Baba ich can you coach keto mukta be ko I sabachi mai ko disabled. Non ko to ke chichor, non ko to ke chinchok, non ko to ke chinchem. I ben muktam Baba ich. Kuna tieng my father kwa ya ting nong chiem kwa nong chok no roti jong yen baba lon kene loy. Go baba one day cha jala takich kwa lwelambo lo muktam baba ko bala ti jong yen lon loy. My dad cha ben yolwel manyang chi bedede now ke alon kene loy, but one time about dede kwa lwel okay chin michla sometime anong sport yake loy rain ke baba yene koje disable yen ke polo kura. Na lwe ke koje disable in a refugee camp apol kura today kisanta etiang red kana law. Sometime my dad ala bian yena let kulela teke ke koi maugin koi polo kura or bia yen piul wakala te koi polo kura or bia loy bakara ramba kura ba ala bebe ku yen koch. So from there I was learning a bit but different type of disabilities in a refugee camp. Thank God, what you been in Australia in 2005 with my family, and but a teenager. When I came here, I'm 15 years old. Life in Western world, a peer, a very hard situation about in a teenager. ano ka jui ko tel way you know achiran kenan chat kenyan community you know anchi chat one a lot of people kaye chabab ka loy outside daman ye ko teenagers achu ga loy. But one thing will remember all the time, I will hear Baba Keleken because me and my father were very connected, right? You know, so that took you and throughout Wajam. Yeah, you have 7 days a week Wajam one year. You know, Leban you have to in a nightclub, Leban you have to anywhere with my friend. Keleken but say Manyang, take care of yourself. You know, and make sure balabai, but then balataj again do it. You know. Kala baba ambula bai. About you up until morning, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Be a thing na cha ben bai. From there, I kept up with my dad, you know, and I heard a lot of stories, good thing about Baba. Everywhere, and Allah, Manyang, your father is a great man. Your dad, non piatika lawyer, and oh, your father, you know, Iran chinyai can walk, you know. Kadaman, you know what meet Baba, I think ke ran very rubberate, you know. Lebe nanon ku chu wo wa yemit baba kina can do isot lakini ebi among them or bian way ye chok, you know, ya tor kura deni la kume dane ja ye na ben way by, you know. I think my dad ya chole rarach, but dama war jel waka growing up and my father is growing old. Gwajanyi welon kawni baba kaloy ebi pida bi chopping, you know. 2015, 2014 December Antijal in Australia, yeah. By that time, we want to call the Victoria Police and a community liaison officer. And we can meet take a my in prison or meet non challenges kind of families can and we can cake. Or sometime Wallabula we can call Salvation Army, buku koi homeless buku coin. So from that time, you know, Kulon on Baba Loy, Lokijal bent back to Nongan, you know. Until non knowledge of humanity, but humanitarian work. So 2014 December, Babacha Yokula land Ben in South Sudan. Go like a mission the in South Sudan and cover a police training college. Go Baba go okay, well bar. So until South Sudan, go 2015 February, ko ala medanich, watch police training college. Police training college, non challenges which you training it. Ku challenges ka ya ka yo I part of my life cake any cake, you know. Ke those challenges chakala yo medanich. What you better medanich, training a chuloy, everything a chutol. You know, while I was in training college every Saturday and ben by when I be by analo Juba town or konyo market or Jebel market, but Mr. Strategic bakala coin, bakawoja left or bakaway war, or some of them even actually register in primary school, you know, because school age. I support them. Thank God, I built up a very good network with donors in Australia, in Canada, in all over Western world. People I and low support. Not around here to $50, $100. Ben meet Kalakonya strategy. No challenges Chagabella you with the street kids. Medaleva coin today na kutai school age or but now small business will set up nongen and then tomorrow can be do strategy again. You know, Chabela you okay very difficult rate. No one thing to Chinese story the gore bungdi. One thing they call Abu Salah. Abu Salah a law strategy ke 5 years old. After Chen man can wound yen jal and then a chin relative kento. Bu Salah Chabela you strategy every morning bapa weekend. Kaya lui kacha one friend or bala de chai chartok kaya yo kenin dukan tok na wande gwa jalwer mentina ba koñ jal ti jo ngunu anen go jalwer le manyal le anan kor we ban ka woje kiwe ban ka chodo war gwalele wo kedi gwale by that time it was like kichira about 500 South Sudanese pound gwale okay na e wo ka abaka kor story Abu Salah Chabelo share on Facebook and kichir almost 10 people at Chaben to you know Kwaketiera Chaben to and those money at Chabelo up to kichira about 700-800 US dollars. Abu Salah Chaben Chol Kulela Abu Gwale wo achaka yo. Queen Kaba Leo Tibina liep kedong tibina lului chuar kujala nanon katiba kaya aji lawa kale baliewin gole kene bro loy manyang gole yes bro loy go jalo okay thank god anche dukane chabela yo in konyo konyo bu sala chabela yo dukan kuloy te den war and every Saturday Balaban Police Training College I will visit to den toyentin and it was going really well relative keno anti kare ko a gwala du chien you know acha bu chi gwa yo ke ran tro lew so ala du nanga bu sala you know gwala bu jalwela just continue with your job you know now on je wo je ka loy ke jala chol jale manyangan chinong ina mani gwale loke ngu korba loy mo golela anko ba dukana ka ba jwake wale loke you go ahead you know dukana che ben jwake and he continue doing that job Abu Salah on chanjal juba before kinanjal juba anche lo nong uncle Kwal Manyang juk loku tie lo uncle gole la gole mia chen wo ban ka ma wo gin to juba military hospital ban ka la hoja sabun go kwali gole la okay nguche bi kene inom waja lwel in uncle jalwel anko pa ma ogilo kony gole yine yoga nen jel Manyang anon te lerentin so yin queen kamani mbi jal tomorrow in lo medane on Sunday so yin achala duche next week ibar nongen gwalwel okay anti jaja la Dubai cha yen wo transport ku Dubai na on Sunday Sunday morning kan pach gwale baban jalambla medane go go limba leri bala yokene ko chiene medan ben waka kwer la mar go baba go le loke na jal disable acha yok roy piny charge chol la dule wani waja ti jal well brother lot no ko penya tuch go le lan lo suke itena bal korpiu wala le me piu bakade wala okay wa kichida 200 South Sudanese pound gwa baby ku yen ke yen gola nyala jabin tie kule lot no gola lo medane gola kan wujeret gola la yeah it's okay anong du fet ya to medane jabiana la ko ina non ka kar laki lom this 200 pound aka taka yenin from my heart lar medane that was on Sunday na jokure on ko kichir on Monday morning kichir 1 a.m. gwa nyot go benongen ke mentin ni roy pin jola dule sura de chela bait nongen gwa jorwa ko 1 a.m. Gwa dufa di gwa yo kichi gole Manyang yo yindia wako gwa jalwe la anti nyot gole kala doni ni before kina duni ni gwa doni ni gwa le okay a pray ku doni ni wonti ne chol mayana rol iran toy not iran a one chan gwa le okay anti duni ni kichida ba 3 a.m. gwa ba nyot again la dule ke bela be nongen kulel nyode jam lel men ya roy pinya nguchin du nongen ku bela ti ku kanwanen ku bakon chilo repeat 2 times. Guaraba jor again. Goma yan gole Manyang into kuya red wako. Again, second time. Are you okay? Gwale lan che okay mayan. Jale nyuot yan nyuot gole kalas. Jale wachi dong 2 hours kubugo lo medanich. Wachi lo medanich. 2 a.m. wachi la degichai. That was 5 a.m. Na yake chira ba 6 a.m. ku wato medanich. Ku jot paret logo kari jambas. Godi che okay. Na logo tok jambas ko pare da chu jor ku yin ku koito medanich ku yogo bul du wot kwa yi. Na du ku wor gwalo ku chal weti koy ke to kene anambare ku leke ke chirolo reason yan ku wako. One of them ke man Equatorial na chebena emotional. Cheben dia red kulel Manyang yele nyot kana che easy. Yele na yan yin kin le badu juba ku be man tin la kor wale loke. Antilo medanich lokula gwaliwa gwa yokobo rane cho chola teme mo kongor gwa yoke chade medanich. Wala ku tiara chopin ku jamon yen jale benyan chu ku nyuodo no ko ku jale nyuot chola teme randeng nong humanity to kene yen you know go chola tem go ayo lel Manyang lel na ko bala juba lo ambela jamon dabir lui kwimbela juba kwincha yen 2 days godong 2 hours 2 hours tong jeje nin kero wale ka pet jalo bai na la bai on my way going home wa kalo an jamon ran geren border ku jale story na joku yet jebel wa jale enta pinten am ja cha da chok chariot tie chriak am ja cha da chok go woti no go ayolo la chin wo ke incha le ba cha ju wo le story ne cha le ga na cha lo touch wala no yine jorante mejaret ku maybe non families to ke bakela coin jalo lom won tien kana bin family dula coin wala ga pia da na lar ke tuar chan nyuot banan yo kana la dule la na ne yotin la yo in that area ke tuar chan nyuotin wadiaw wala dule go tingo dollar rate wala Manyanga na chi nyuot yin in be bento no ngen wala yulweli golela na chi nyuot yin kin be bento no ngen gwanyelo ni piu wale la dule logo panduan go ja roya joku chadwan yen na joku la bai kwa situation to yentin wala ting a very bad situation ke ga ni ne tanage kwe yen ya kana man wun chen no tongage kartum achira ne tolumer bachira chetemror according to his story one of the day atoke chimiol because a chinong mental problem because of situation toke thin by nothing one with the roya yen stress gonna jor gonna ler pan melene wala dule jale nyot yan nyot go jalo le na chi nyot ya den yin ki no ran be bent no ngen wala loke nyale ye kan re in a different way gwajati jalo le ngun wanin ba ko ngole ka ju jare ran wanen Manyang but ake ke ga ben ke la ba ka jata wi chen wala lwel ke ga mi jabala jamon koch sura de che ja sur ku jala video de royen ku panden jaga sur ku jala te chen wala de chai jaga sur ku jaga ta Facebook nyen kan live story you know donors a chi story bello pick up in Australia in America in Canada stories I think bello pick up the story la dole a lot of people they were calling me day and night next day my father chabela domchin ku ler panin la dole my dad was emotional. You know, gole Manyana not been man coin ko coin. Walela ba coin. Ko ju jare ra cha ben toy wo between a Malek Press ku jala Dapchel ku ko toy wo ko dong account di wa kichira about $1,000 go lo receive in less than 2 days. Ku tuen cha lo la dule cha la hoye ajela benachat. Lokul ajela de new ko to wheelchair ku jala all wheelchair de lo repair ku ja yen wo ke toke balance ya ka yene go man go ben ko jaman je diawret jele men dina chirani yo kwony alwe ko je kwony rani la yen ka tien yine chare alwe kai dinga people ake yem yo jele chonga men chen mit chen ko to ku jala munje ka non koy kin yale ka lwe ko nek ne yan ko chirwek gwale lambe to wana la dule na cha bene ber weekend ambe ben arer wana yen what jala continue like that wana la dule ba ya ler chimani shirkat be bala yokano koy ko jidit why lo motor kuloko ben motor a lot of people they were heartbreaking about la dule tien wala rertin la dule cha well known all over Juba na dama len wok jana la duchen in Australia before kina la du Australia anti jam wana baba gole la gole an ko bala Juba Military Hospital no wo to kene yen chi chake you non friend here in Australia but achala ba ka chama wo ju jare it kid about 80,000 South Sudanese pound by that time in 2015 2016 ake wo ju jare by that time dollar ye poke je kichira about 700 South Sudanese pounds so ane to kan chikwa the rate chamba nong 80,000 South Sudanese pound na lar go baba gole kalas ke bala lue ke hoy ke ka sabun ke maugin maugin acha ke jala hoya sabun kichira bar karton ke tiro acha la hoy ku jala malayat ku jala musecha banya ben acha ke yo ke tinyu generalet ku jala dictor to musecha ben acha ke yo lo ku jala sabun jaga tapping ku jala jam ken one of the general go jalwel lo inchu wa kon alo ma ogin to teno ko gachin ko ruai ke yena sabun ko gachin alet ko gachin malayat na chala ben like that ke very good when chan were pim wa du suk jebel la ku la malaya la ke jwa ke ku jala sabun ku la ke be ku tege kek na second time wala panu kwalit la ku ya wan kwal menyang wala kwalit ku nyo suret wala ke yin an ko support nongin ben ma ogin ko kidong ben kala ko Uncle Quality cha ben yen 50,000 South Sudanese pound. Najal wala pan nene rane chol Marial Chanuang rane yerul. Wala ku tie nene Marial Chanuang kule Uncle golela wala mio chen. An korba ma ogin lo hoje kabakala hoje ale ku jala sabun. Gole ka chirach jalele good jale ko ben ngante ne ra ben ti kene yende banaja ben ti je ke bin ko la ko nyop ke beru good ret. Marial Chanuang cha ben yen wew. Ke chit 50,000 as well. Anti belo no rani chola general aganya balto ge ran pin ma yadit je ganya balto ge ran yo walk en wala ling suke because the man to an juba and make a lot of connection friendship acha lo everywhere ran kin wa yo chambu when an friendship lo one year ne ran kin wa roping tongli ken ben wa roda ping na tong jeng wala english en ke ran kan yo kana but an friendship acha lo heading juba ba ganya balto ga yen wew ku yinan driver chambe ba kang la waisu ku ler ke an ki chira bat 300 ma ugina cha bela ku an panakim juba mile pa lef ke wak so ke alo e ber sade de yan lo panakim lo ku la ma lef ken ku wake ku kar ke ku la na chi riar ba de na la resu jebe na chi riar ka be ku mar ke ku yen ke so I volunteer myself every weekend na sometime an lo one my dad you know bu baba be kala yen be kala le ko do wel ka rier pio dictora cha bene chol one day ku jele manyanga no men to tenera ne cho peter unilwet men bore men monya bodit jele la yuen a che chat wa jale loke an ci jabelo non yuen tie nintin story yuen it's a very painful story you know yuen cha belo yo yen nintin kweran to ki royo ki lu abandoned by the families. I try my best, chabela yen wairer one yen ya leka ya ler create banden korea ler. So until daman war banjala du Australia, story you want to loy SBS Dinga radio with a young den chanko, Jack Ken story bella B and a lot of people lost boy can you yuen ku ko can you in a refugee camp ke ben lui support a red no yuen and ayuana ke rare until below for daman on chabela dictor jalwela rane to choker ben ato ke chen no yuen because talga ken ke mo itonge. So chok ayin yuama yiting to toga yin yuama yiting yako musaipa wa dictor gwaga chol doctors acha ben chol meeting gutchi some of the general to musaipa kujale ran kana chambe pirele ba tam chogwe gole watching family member che buka chintan gole lamba chintan kunana kala yuen yo baden during surgery kan bia muksulian doctors acha ben rolo rir but acha ber yar kenim gokulwela yuen rem kali wale rem kali gole la gole okay ngubrim ka duochen gole ka kor bi acham wale okay na chama che problem I will continue si raya ko wo ku yen ka yen ku rer ko until by na 2017 2016 anti ben my Juba. I was in Juba Central Prison for 2 months. Anti ben my Juba because Kichila Gor Elwel Manyang ko street children ku maugin ay gata Facebook nyen ku akuma ye lo challenge anti ben my for 2 months ku chopa police wale ka che problem maybe go baba go ben in prison where ki baba be like in prison ki belwel Manyang jele human being a lot through hardship maybe mention my in prison non kerko bro lo go nyale go yin ko wale ka che be chela anti be in prison for 2 months. Daman chan ber jal chan ya belo in prison until when I continue doing my work. I continue doing my work. Thank God, donors I coach Kenyan in all over the world. Now 2017, my brother Jabentem ticket when my told Manyang Malet Manyang won DDN. Jabentem ticket go to Australia. This is the time on Jenny Abelo interview by Young Deng Chianko. Kujali story I went jaba benial to non coach. You want to keep support. Kukadene temi choga chambena continue with doctors. Bitam chogwe chokero. Ba yuen bro yo ke ran ki riere ret yan ke le ga ne bertama yule manyangan ki pi ranway ambuto banala to mi akuno ki cham ke chaye mit ke cham e were yele berde ko ci gor ci garen ko to bung die gole lo ke yune chin kana ki yune ci ben tam chogwe ben yole lan ko ba lo bor town ba ala pur gole la yune chin la lo pur na support imba lo support situation to intin che situation lo in pur na ka bi mi kwa cham ka ba ya yen ke so waja to wajam stress sometimes I could learn in a different way yuen keden chene tam chok ku jala yen chin tam yen mit kala ting yuen a chi ben chi ben to che nyen ben jal mu sekpa juba military hospital and 1 week before kin en nyin jala cha yulel manyang alwel an to an jel pinom now but londu lo ima ogin coin dung cha lo coach because an chin jal well okay yala yika coin na yika coin kabi anyi anoran bi in koji wala la chin problem every year no coin ma ogin aya ke myo jal ku jala sabun I'm fundraising now. No wuli chagayo, and the first week of December ke baba ba let wo ka let chagayo, but wo ka sabuna ke ban ke jabe luitin. Anong kichira about 100 maugin titan panakim now ke koralet. So I continue with my job. From that time until Balawar Kakuma refugee came in 2020, Kaler Kaguma again, uniform, kujala, wheelchair, crutches, and blind cane. Keler cake, kujakala lo mukta my father to Angola Luitin, Logol Baba Luitin. Bakoy to Tinabaga Kala Coin. So kujala do non refugees. From 2020 to 2021, kitchen 950 Maugin, all over refugee camp, South Sudan, Uganda camp, Kenya, Tanzania, kujala Ghana, achaga kony, kuru jala rantok, South Africa. And those people, I only know them from the pictures and videos. My father, actually, volunteer in Juba. Ever support ya tuwajen ke ilagam. You know, NK Ler Bulagam no koi to Juba. Ea konya ret. Akin kalu give up. Areas ke kala lo bortan be wheelchair ler even crutches or blind cane ay jor be ler yen bula gam ko sur video ko tujan. Last story war cha jabe lo man Juba Military Hospital. Chera na yo walwe manyang len alo to pana kimrun ke di kwala ni ache ngala tok for 5 years. And I wa ko to ngor ki na jam one in video call. My dad was there. First time to see my dad came emotional. You know, I will send you $50 now. Be nela tinga no alam tong bahoje. Go baba go le no na hoy kwa len a lot man come out ko gabi jam ngwe lisi. Uh Manyang Disability Foundation story abara did a red. I spend most of my day now. A chin na happiness can you. Yeah. You know. So we baga ba pal jam anyway. And ki jam red. I'm emotional every day. Sometimes I'm not real just any emotional just bagto up your banyai to let it out.
Yeah.
So to san non ko kayene dede ko non ko
Hello, Lucky. Did you lose freeze or my end?
Yeah, it's always really freezes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your internet, yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you so much. We called and we thank you so much. This is really very touching story. I feel like also crying and I know Alakir is also feeling the same. It's an intense conversation, and
Yeah, whipping and much.
yes.
Yes.
I saw, yeah, it's already a very long story, very sad story, very emotional story. Chaman ya channel well, chin call chan happiness. Ja can show you live. Maybe one day, binali beloy, my dream one day, eba orphanage home, kujala, Mawagin to South Sudan. This is the time when I'm happy one day. But like in from Monday to Sunday, and you're receiving about 10 or more. Quite the job, man, the message pa Germanian. I receive pictures and stories every day. Long story I will receive the day before yesterday. A young mother raising 3 disabled children. Ebron, and what will make you happy? Below best can be stress do be ite. Gole can okay ko ba work ba ka kor ku ba ka yenin bin ka that business la loy. But I keep on now. Ka ba yenin man ek be short from now until January. But what we jam one loy ku pitch about 20 business I check a loy set no quite okay disabled. Quite just successful. Na ye by kuchiriangongin kintinin, I can see it from video call. Kapan wabayi from January, second week of January next year, kapan wabayi. Kuimba yen small business, bin mit kwa kwan. Maybe man can a little ben, man to a little ben one day, ke minister, a little ben, ke leader, somewhere. So chin kiro no ke mit kui. One day kuchi jal kabela ben one day. Just Michela is a disabled anong ko cause stories. Chaga ben gamen. Na legating go pure ja wipe. Goroyo kayenda to erobala yo kutia of this because I need to get the stories out from the parent. Koya kala yo adiar kaya kala yo ke mung mi laki rural you. Uh, Achikamu kwa chia coach, but challenges ato. One story chaja belwe heard one of the women chironok few months back. Chiroben knock, because every month have to send at least $150 every month. Ben Kela Hocha, and so yeah, we'll back by jam anyway. Yeah.
No, thank you. And we got that. Wait a cake late. Take a minute. Yeah, just talk with you and reflect too, because what I've seen and what I've learned and before about Yenala care with you. Ko ju cha lu yin sa in the comment section. So you know Olympia Manyang. And what I've learned is that this law are they're calling for you. The way yelling you and all the stories that you how it is happening and how it touched you, like the way you talk, it's come from the heart, right? And I was even heartbroken till in any in my because in Surah nearby town in government exposed. That one broke my heart because if people like you can prevent it from helping Konya, then I can lot wing. And that lawyer non diterate, non diterate. I so Sudan pan mauki, right? Pan mauki because I thought without the need is huge. So I really don't know, Halakir. I just want to give you the chance back to your question. I'm processing so much information, but thank you so much for your work. The youth and support. That is the work that we want in our community. We want the youth and for positive change. And positive change reflected Konyap. And I Konyap for you can support can work we progress. And you are in the right space to share those stories, and people that are hearing will be touched and they will share the information and get to support you more. So Alakir, you the few question then. Bajabe Tiala.
Of course. Yeah, thank you, Manyang, for coming on the U-turn and sharing what you've been doing. Barangam Kainiran to Bakoilua in the community is not easy work, and a number of people in the comments are saying, they look up to you, they appreciate what you do, they see the humanity that you carry with you, they see the calling you've been called to, and they see the work you've done. We have about 50 people watching at some point. So stories kaka bagalua share for the people who you've helped, who you try to help but it did not work out. I think you're already doing an impact. Question ever teach what is the impact, but I don't think it's necessary anymore. Impact at all. The stories Jaka share, it's a lot to sit with, it's a lot to process. For people who are in the comments, Kaya Kin Manyang will teach on how we can support him. I think the very first thing Mantio is click on the share button, Kulway share on your page, because this is amazing work in the community and you don't know in your network achana go manyango kwaniko in what he's doing. And the very first thing, if you are capable, Iran ku be capable, please support Manyang Disability Foundation. Kobi Manyang will share details on how that support can reach him. But yeah, Manyang, I want you to kind of set the vision for the future. Like, what do you see as you continue to do this work? What do you see is the, something you want to work towards with Manyang Disability Foundation? You're already into a number of countries in Africa. At a point, you've reached a number of people already. Lakin yongulu yin tinamantio chan, this question can also be what support do you see, do you want from people? We donate, ye volunteers, because we do have a lot of people following us to Juba. Ranto Juba kokor bi kwan bi konyedi. Ranto Kenya, ranto Canada, ranto US. Baja share can work vision connect, but we can invite on how we can contribute to this cause. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Alakir. Yeah, orphan children, orphanage home, loy nonke kujala rehabilitation, because koi kok toke disabled now, koi kok atoke anong stress rate, anong stress, because min moye kutopana kim doctors they only give them 24 capelia beja nyol musaipa patene because achin kwa government chika yin pay, you know. So to kabe rehabilitation center kujala center mida ber balo in South Sudan. My foundation belong to all tribe of South Sudan, you know, and between among communities in South Sudan. Chira la lwe war mo
Yeah, I think there is a network problem while we wait for Manyang. If you are watching, please comment where you are watching from. It helps us ewo kwan bugu ngi your koito to know ke die and to inform their feedback for the program agoku, you know, agoku meaningful conversation gukealu hold on the U-turn. Manyang was just sharing his vision, which include building a center for disability center in South Sudan, and that's not limited to any specific tribe. He's all for everyone, as if you've had stories to share and to share of different people across the country. He also won the orphanage the Liepto to Bina Bear Bikala Rifin Mita Bear, because we all know the impact of civil war, disease, and other things that have, you know, happened in the country, and a lot of people are in need. So that's what I've heard. And then Chapinga Baja Bay to the attention. But please find Manyang Disability Foundation and figure out how you can support this cause.
No, yes, you have really summarized it well. In the vision, and thank you so much, Henry McQuay, from joining from Australia. I've also seen McQueen Awernyang from also joining. Paul, Yinka Motere, thanks for joining. I also see people like Mawina Rick Dut. Thanks for joining the U-Turn show. I think I read your book about long walk for water and the amazing work that you are doing to make water accessible to South Sudan. If you're an MC, because there are many people called Mawina Rick, then person is doing amazing work. And thanks for joining. Welcome back, Manyang. My internet and do work, but people are excited and they are
yeah
emotional, motivated for the great work that you are doing. Also continue.
yeah. So NK my dream to open a rehabilitation center can you know jeja yonke garet NK rani just stories came because every week, every month, and in contact with them. My father-in-law, Ella Panakim, Bukala Tinkaman. So Manyang Foundation, a Louis everywhere. Louis Kanakoje disabled, Louis Kanakoje Diop. Kaman, Chabenting war, Jalwell, this year we are focused a lot on children with disabilities. And Ben Yalwar, Kukuan parent on disabled kids, disabled child. Because clear through I know. I know ko to ke do you can do that every day. Rana to ko knock, you know. But I see yeah la thing ngule ban coin. Is that be a business and below or na non credential well or below kwe wo ke problem. Ko ja to. and very strong people community ato ako Kenyan throughout, you know, ba ka yob telephone kula lan kor $1 yega nyi ngula lo $1 rande ngale be lo surprise ale be antoy with kula kana bin na rande ba ba la kwan ko ba ko nyi people are there, you know. Communities are called and all South Sudanese communities so in Western world are called uh you know, there's a lot of sad stories going on back home everywhere, you know, but we just have to do our part. uh Koyan ke dier kiman war jel ko kar juba ma wori na se chi choga family dien to juba a ko disabled ko to ke diop people to know this was my question when ko question to chakan tell my father jalel pandwonen ko nim la tab anytime ko disabled is supposed be ka kanata ko disabled ko di diop, you know, because to know because kar ke lot to know, you know, a chen mo ndi dai ben yo telephone after chanto one baba ko le manya jelen arer juba kan ci biaran because anana to can diare every night wala ka imbula to know golambula ka kuma refugee kem to tonya ndiatin wajalwel jale lo du refugee kem ngabi chat kana yin golalam bi chat kana woni nyandi to bala refugee kem en kete be nom la pia lakin juba tane every night danga ya ping kaka yen ajad pio wajalwel okay ja take yuna ko jale na pal ke cha ko kuna kala yo ka le bia la loyal tiep de le manyang en cha pal we and jam one of my dad be my father will lo visit when in jal juba to the refugee camp kana when nyande, you know, to den rare cha kanti golela no wenda to in a refugee ko jala my team members lo benen law. No, quite we take a jor this year, take a leg from Juba to the refugees camp in Kakuma, Kujala, Uganda camp. Kulon gonna benelo ne koje donors. Donors I to koi Kenyan a lot. You know, sometimes I love a popular gauge, I love a kuya koi ke jinu, koi polo wear or to koi to know, luel wedia kula ya jamana kwan kia. No, $1 don't you dong te wenten we woje pew coffee ke yen ke yan no ran kabala kwani cake, you know. Koi ko ga dol gop. It's okay. Koi ko teni ala lot on social media well like a problem no man. You know, anto kan be alem chin ke yong en ram be miyo be miyo ran chi be miyo ngor ko be lu lon kwa ba be miyo later on, you know. All South Sudanese communities to Pinombena Chapon. No ko to Kenya gam Kenyan shilling. The go one on M-Pesa at all. No ko to South Sudan. I would watch my brother can pick them up as well, or my dad can pick them up, you know. No a very good team, very strong team at all. In South Sudan, in Uganda camp, in Kakuma refugee camp, among a very strong team. From now until next year, we are focused a lot on special need children because parent are talking to pure palweret, you know, ku mitkaga nong they're going through a lot. Cuman yantin ni ya lwe galat anong 3 children get disabled, you know, ran kirkana na jamoni any telephone e kirtio enyen ya ting kirtio nongen e brono, you know. Chin pirdeng ya ting tweng but ya ja lega na jaro no ke ngabe mit ko loting, you know. Kajala pio be wiping okay war watch shopping a chu be low shopping chaben you pay shopping le be at least to keep about 5 to 6 months because can you let be well you okay we right e chogen ke jor klamit kaliem tok wala lo ke 5 to 6 months am imba kan be nyai chan ba ba ko be ko to ba mi ko ba ka be muto by of that shopping ba lo in for that pay ka wel ke what building ladi be dollar telephone, and this is what I want. Che ba telephone tem kran dia or kran toke set. I just want to make something below be premier na let new jale ko no be la thong, because ko ga ke tol pio rana le bulo lambro no kulero no. It happened to nongen a lot, rana be ayu telephone ya dur kule mi ancha ba pingro lot no lot chinene duog no ambro no. Tomorrow morning I will cut a year of send news kichiro no, telephone dia lui from morning to morning, any 0 hour ile ba yok, and we chat with about 50 people every week, quite like any stories can there's non kajwi lorot akoy kwa keche jam mi toke disabled ato ay families ay ka to bay, ay ka tian ko kulela cha la nyoto social media ben yana la lat, but I'm trying to back baby ke those story can be ke up, anyone can be disabled anytime. Jonya le chaki is physically, mentally fit. There's a time we're not disabled. No ko kia disabled now. I check can dit can cake. He can keep ben yo be outside. Anyway, well, pal jamba pe jama.
Thank you for sharing. I don't think there's anything else I can add. Thank you, Henry, for pledging 100 to support the elderly to be sent to Kakuma. Thank you so much. Reach out to Manyang to arrange that. Welcome, Achille.
Thank you, Alakira, Nakwal, and Manyang Kujalaka Kutubita. My apologies, Uncle Loiben. I am babysitting. My son is very active boy, so I can't allow. So I just put on Kanekulu Chanjabo because I'm triggered. Thank you, Manyang, for making it today because I've always wanted you to come here and do not cry. You are doing a lot, and you have to be strong for the people that you are helping. And I want to applaud you for what you have been doing. So I could in this situation, Manyang, because they're very emotional and sad. And could be just to come here and say that any someone that was born by someone that is disabled, my dad, one and my mom, and Kuanyimu, and then up to Bukulo School age to where I am right now. Nache, my father, I don't think I would have made it to where I am. I've been made it in life, but I think I'm comfortable enough to say that I can put few things on the table here and there. So could be another question Chalwe has in the comment section. You see, I was born by someone. I've lived with that all my life, yes. And even if things come up here and there are so many challenges that are not quite disabled you can really go through. And especially when it's a man that is disabled, it tends to lower their self-esteem in some ways, especially right now, by area quite disabled annual rate more than anyone totten because number one intin chuglu beni in law balwel bala korokrir baloy kuba mid ku bakamu. Then again when you see mid ku annual ati law school it and a big cake that one tend to get into them, and I think right now he has laid to them big kadang itolngo big law meow with ding meow. A lot of them right now are dying kwade miao a keke chakar akwe balwele ke chol tong jeng Akeke chokoroy or crackheads to ten Juba, but I think that our people tend to forget that these people they are dealing with a lot inside, you know. And now I'm coming here to create an awareness to people that we need to drop the stigma around the disabled people, because already these people are quite routine cake, part of them a jal, you know. And now that Achiran will take care of them, the government that because majority of disabled people pan junub keneke, right? In ken linye chuken kwenye chinken. Akuma chike chwarpin, and no one is taking care of them, and if no one is taking care of them, mitken annual. And this is not what they pictured. When they fought for that country, a chicken loom that one day will fight for this country, Midkwa Abijana period, Chugia Chalwelus, Chindia Chalwelus. So for relatives that are there, or around Tiakanina, I do believe it's even if you don't have to bring any dollar, just be compassionate. Welcome them in. Do not, loki keke lad, lweli ngadi ya tiru meow, and all these. Just try to be compassionate. And I understand that rehabilitation centers to Juba tena, but just be the support system. Lwera volunteer kunywa jipin kujam keneke. When I was triggered by that story of Yuen, my uncle assigned my mom. And the first time I saw him on social media was the time Manyang brought him to social media. That's when I started following Manyang and running after Manyang, wanting him to come, baby jam. Ayuen ran Thor, right? Thor, and then whatever happened to him on Matorke Quemen, I one because for a very long time I haven't seen him until Babating on Nongmanyang, Kachalwashir. I was triggered a little bit, and may he so rest in peace. I remember before Ben in India, he talked to me, Kaluyan Shajau Baskulia Bagor. It was one of the best people that were there. So I think what brought me here today is to urge anyone to outside there that disability, actually inability. I am a product of a disabled person, and I have compete until we compete with Midcoach disabled, and I was able to, pave my way through to university, to secondary, and to year. So give disabled people a chance, and by giving them a chance, give them free space to be themselves. Dua kegelat, dua kegelwela ati miau ke jor kiriran tade miau azurup when you zurup chiten by ten and clothing azurup ka ko tade miau. So just be kind to them. I understand sometimes they can be out of their way, but it's okay. The part of the reason why we are here, where they I really don't think there's something I need to ask. I was just coming to create an awareness. And thank you, Brother Manyang, for being here today. And yeah, to everyone that is watching, thank you for coming today. I will mute myself a bit.
No, thank you so much, Echio, for that awareness, and continue to thank you again, Manyangda, for joining us and create that awareness. So part of killing that stigma is coming and talking about it in forum like this Money U-Turn, where people are coming to listen and engage in impact conversation. So thank you so much, Henry, for volunteering next year to support the Manyang Disability Foundation to raise funds for it. It's an organization that needs support. And so my question on in Manyangda is that, so into you from individuals, from communities, and my question is, how can people in power, like policymakers, politicians, the government, in countries talk on your or refugee camp can actually support you. What thing do you see that the policy people the a tight place to make your work easier or make the work of community that are supporting you easier for this to be supported, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Okay, that question is good. Na human ya channel well nan ki chadret Muktabij in South Sudan, Quantijam, one high-ranking officers, quite, most of people to in power in South Sudan, level like in actually care about quite Kenya because meet Ken, Achikaler Uganda, Achikaler Kenya, Ato Tanzania, Ato Juba, Ato Pir Piati. So you could think that chingan one cake. So I care about quite Kechikala Moitongit. You know, Chimaranto, Panakima Ranto Gato, Yintogaliu, Kuchintogaliu, Kuchoktogali, one side of his body have been a liu. Toke disabled because era no moja tongi kurana chen gamen no mar uh sometime I agati ke ko to panaki ye ko don ko je to musai to ke dictor I agati question ke but akira ke lu answer uh ke kin meya lo chen ke lo bi meya de la ti gon kala mo ke maugin kanon ko man cha double disabled support in panakim juba military hospital no nine can maugin Tambuke chol Mawok, Buku Rio in South Sudan will take years. Koito in power right now. I tell them, Kanajal Riotken, Kuleka Yoteria, Kudukria, Achet, Ninken Ache Daikara, Ninken Daikapiat. You know, a general Rio, Bira Rio, or Minister Bira Rio, or Antok in power, Bira Rio. But Koika Chira Rio, Kok Kuke, a quicker run, a little bit a little bit disability, a little bit on way. You know, ila ba chat ku lonya ku riaga no ko kiben na ma o pan ka waja ache kana dia kana ke or other countries ache kana dia kana ke so ko ke ache ka chu by government you know akuma ache care completely akwal ku lo but lo juba military hospital kindia no ma gi ko men na chi pin chi chuol ki ata ber sa da wan wa ko krane e batane de la baby bi kunin bi center inside hospital en ko nin tin nan ya dur ka mede kule tawa gen chok ko no again continue so support ye no riar ba yo non donors non communities ban ka ban ka ya lo support ya Manyang Foundation goro gol min 2015 until right now will continue you know support from communities ko ben western wall ben a chapon none of politics any kala well go on politics between this tribe and this tribe achi lui kana ke aben ku konki an moy nuer moy dinga ci koñ moy dinga ci moy nuer ci koñ equatorian ci dinga koñ ko non dinga ci equatorian koñ through Manyang Disability Foundation okay so communities aben abeke together and this is NK Kulwa Antin but communities of all South Sudanese but Quechua tribe kan nyai kan you know nor an cha yo damana ban kan ler mangala IDP camp an cha yo be telephone ko yo yin kan ler mangala IDP camp ko to mangala IDP camp ko ko de ke ko ne man mama de ci ben among people ko wheelchair in mangala IDP camp wajale ken jale woke e all South Sudanese communities ke yin ke yan your tribe to ingom panu kawaja tene dung beat nongen Manyang Foundation belong to all tribe of South Sudan. Okay. Achet foundation nong borderline. Whether it bore ke tweak ke barkadal ke to know your tribe chilu consent nongen. You know, to do any the thing to do. Kulu nongen ngunu anin. Enke kabati ngunu anin. Naba lew kabaloy. Mola belew about 30 people, kachira about 27 people. Acha peer. Like $100 last year. Last year, Christmas time, December, I have been in the country. Okay. So I will continue with my work. Ko ju jere da ayo. Manyang Foundation korbe dung nuer coin, dung dinga back that to section L. Yenan woku kule wu chen ga lein ka this tribe coin. Okay, abalo. Lakin dungan ben ti wo ya ke lim non ko. Okay. Na la du wer kir ne baden krana ja be yor we. Yati ko non ko korni mato. Wetwen ko my father legan on gore alone ngene my father ran pia the red yen wolle sometime we can spend like 2 hours walling one in telephone wale buja one in 3 times a day topic like in ko one in but ka balagi nya ke chol tribalism nya ka kuyi ke chol tribalism yalo rangne kwane rang yile rangna yile iberan ci cha ke ken family members kuna randen twany or randen kor kwany ko kwanye na no we bina ko nyai tribalism ka kuyi wale wera chape akuma kuma that e mat kana ko bi jaret to chana ne da cha wona baba sometime level yo kana nuer community nam ya ka bebe la yo kana different communities bebe la len kana ke mi ya ka bebe la yo kana ko war chala ka kuma refugee came all tribe kujala even Turkana community Burundi ko ke nyit baba ben a ci bent no ngen kan pet kin story ra cha kan pinga baba ko alwel welan a cha le baba lwel one day I was a big family. I know a lot of friends. Ran kan yo benan ma one yen ran chir moan murle bear or no ran chin watong ben waroping. Bar kun tong yen waroping one yen kwati roping rapu ma one yen. You know, but I know a lot of friends. I know Methian Gujaret from all communities. And this is why sometimes I go through hardship, sometimes I live a rapal way. But nyale yeka chia yeka la loy different way. No ko man a nyuike weekend den chen ke nyuikin kalo oh man be $10 $20 bu mare ko bu ka yen manyang ben ke ko la ko manyang nga abe lo explain ngin kira won chala ping up to non friend yen chila jam ngin abe ba la mi abe ba la jam kana friend ken kok you know kule tenga Facebook da ba yo people support me anon communities ya ko nyato you know uh ran Henry Chijal when but Henry one of the people are not proud Henry sometimes ba jam wana baba ye tilwel Henry makweto kalwel gato okay mot you know ran piat kalwel piat Henry acha yo Sometime Henry can call me le batwe support le bian point. Lon yelwa kwale na yoko pin wani ni chare je kiana tinka ne met. A ting masawa to baba tin en ke yana ting. To waren baba ke piochi nente way and a ting thing. Could be a benyal the same way. One of the people to coach Kenya through my foundation work with Jala word of advice. One of the people to Kenya in Australia here. I provide a teenager. Chalwell kaya chabab ka loy achu ka loy. Parties achu ka dear. Kakin ku loy e buja chama drugs. But kaya chabab ka loy outside. Achu ka temkot achu ka loy. But no we took yala ta ke wer chi baba leken yala ko chiri Henry ko ken war communities. My father cha yen gach in 2005. The gach chi baby bandolon ku yinem. Wala ngin gach baby go lom. Wala le kerungu wala the meaning of this bell abajabela dead one day. Gach cha bellom from 2005 until now ganjana token. I'll still have it until today. Every time I loot travel Africa, NK Kitwing I can't have baggage. On nene cha jabela ti jale baba cha yen gaj gangana ko ngorgo token and meaning of it. Gole your father no hope. E korba no pia loy piruich. Kiche crack beni la ping. My dad a friend on Facebook or die video kana baden. Now he will watch. Everything I low social media pen a thing. Now no get kwe gor because sometime ane la ye way sometime. Balwel babala ke ka kuma junub or babala ba pio bala riak nala kak maugi la ka tin kan bebela pa babala la kuma go ba kuma bala jam ka baba yuwan kule Manyang halwe re pio le nyai ke chagora chipia ka lo delete you always there for me yele do wor kan abrogir ajale anu pio la par yale baba junub ba chu dai ping le so Sudan bi pia ba da chi la twe to maugi ne ya no kret Matthew German wani na non ko to panakim rana chin chokero kurana chin kero kurana chin ran to ke chi chor nyin to ku chin kero chokero aliu ran chirkene e ja cham to ko to ke panakim ran chirkene chambla wak a ko to panakim o gina ke piube le ran ki mo choko no tien chaba ma lo ko le piule ko wale ko ku chobo ku bibi akuma junu ku ye dai be ala musaifa ke pia chambe at riet ken bi ka ba wel nim panakim barane lo panakim chambe sur le ngada ke ban ku te social media bar ki je ko ke ga liu completely liu okay won ta le lan tu wa sabuna ta ga lo res wo walet na wala le ke wo ko na le ta ga yo 500 US lakini sabuna chi roble go ko dia go le ke ngono ake ga sabuna ben bu ko wo wachina sabunien wa ka we wajale lo ke gwa baba yo le pa ambe ba lo ga anti non dones until first week or second week of December. Kubatina no sabun ko baka Martin. So I stress ben stress and donors I like cake. Ujala friend here I like cake. Family members here I like cake. Team members here to in Kakuma to in Uganda to South Sudan I like cake. Everywhere. I coach Kenya. No nyantin to in Kakuma refugee camp nyan ngong lwal yak e chola got gon kwalde 5 days a week maybe 3 days a week I actually chat between different area of refugee camp in a temperature of above 40 degrees clear can bukala yen ko ci diop ko ma gin a ci pio par ci lel lon ngana cha ko ba loy ma nyam pe nyatuj ay loy kula to surat ku videos sometime and go barrio chamba ti ko but he to gampion them over 300 people jaga konyin kakuma ko ke guk I only know them from pictures and videos maybe ko nye ke ka ko on jaga la yo center on Louis Babatin on chala 2020 and 2021 but ko ge ga bana ko ke en ka nyi ke en ka situation rana yela tingenyen na ci ayo ko le rangana yile rangana disable rangana pida raj en ka situation kala lo assess ku jelan yo according ka ci tingenyen ku jabe lu nong donors, because donors anon ko rane $1 de ye gam ku kwenchok non ko ya tin now wo ci ga lo donate in 2020 2021 2022 23 and now 2024 can be ni mucha loy when time can lo deliver, I don't keep my dialogue and to accountability very important. Kira $1 de yanin, make sure you use it wisely. That is like any time jam money. Manyang no $1 kira ni, make sure banya lo use it wisely. Acha yen na kira na toy na won to yan ko when liberal lo withdraw from account kan an la bank lo ko withdraw ko be ko tawot brer na chi kwen cha amount of that money brano ko cha dor ka ba ka le bank lo ka deposit ku to cake because the chair na to akana ka ba lo use, so cha yen nom that pol chirga na chi yen uh donors are ko chen yan well baga ba jama.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Watch it been 1 hour and about 1 hour of news. Our shows are usually in 1 hour, so thank you so much for your time. I think I can internet what disrupt. Maybe we back a year near we back a year at least 1 minute to say your U-turn moment. So my young before in book all around too. That time maybe internet nearly cooperate who jam about a different question into to a question question karo answer. So this conversation is just the beginning. Our goal is to continue the awareness such that all special needs in our community be action ke win non ko gurio ci man ci ko rot wi lo ko ni or ko ta latin ko you ko man that dying because of pride what you could be guria can stigma just associate can so the more we talk openly about it, the more we'll get used to this, and the more that the message will reach to right people that will support. The message that ben akuma jinu for akuma ga pin na mo koni o chira kwanya the message ale big yo, and they will be able to make a U-turn to support this situation and make your legacy be even bigger. You need to do this work, and you have to do it. I know it's affecting your mental health. You will need to have psychiatrists, psychologists, someone to protect you, to help you so that you can do better in this work. And then resources too, because when you are supported, you will support people and you will support the cause. So you have 1 minute each to say your U-turn moment, like your U-turn message on this topic. And then Manyang Ben will last word in the our community, abule individual, abule international community, abule governments, abule anyone who should care about this. What could you call with the special need, either families or individuals? Because they're missing then. So we summarize in 2 minutes, you 10 message, like message of hope, message of impact, message of support. So maybe alakira ba gol yi and then I kill na to in video message you 10 message with and then manyang abu the bulwel ku jati show and then we'll continue next time with this topic part two. So Alaki, take it away.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Manyang. Chin ban ba stories baka ben share ba awareness ba raise ba koj baka like kaloirot that they try to cover it up lwe walai kwacha buguria ka kwe nyan madhi wali a story cha kwen that achi lo juba achi ya nyan madhi achi lo juba achi lo ko yot ti ka chi ben juba chi mit ke achi ka wan ba achi ben ke ka chen wen ben lo ri chan brodu and then she tried to help the friend ke beka yota ne jel Canada kubelel kwany ke na go tinga go rodu chana go do na mit ke and she was trying to come look ba moinde ben kor cho moinde che ben ro ku buku chi telephone che ko be yo so that shows that coining humanity coining who can relate to being in a hopeless situation whenever they find somebody in need I will step up and do what needs to be done Those were complete strangers. Nyan kana chirangit aka yosu best the same thing at Chaloy, but on a bigger scale. And I just want to say that it's amazing to see what you've done. Do not be hopeless. In Chipir ko juja chaka garage. Whenever you feel like a chaloy, please I hope in a journal. Bakaya Queen, quite kela Kakuma, quite kela Juba, quite kela different part of the world. Those people will keep you going. Pidena Jagirit. Maybe around a corbrana because the next day I chin chin the yen mitke, but I been where be. I caught Chagalu say kaka and they live because you were being yourself and you were supporting them out of your good heart. Ran Ben died and I'm sure Chikating Lonjaloy. It's a work that has changed lives. So that's just from me. I can go if you are more yes, Timanti Babadwell that things will change. Things always change. I'm sure Ran been on this call, I in a hopeless situation at least once in their life. But Achirot Ben Gear, Achin Kana Rare, Achin change is the only thing that's constant. That's what I hear, and I'm strong believer that as long as you hold on, create a broad gear in your life for the better. So my U-turn message is when you are in a situation in coin coach, you can feel hopeless. It's human to feel hopeless sometimes because the need is so big. The stories are born on in every single day. Your mental health cannot handle that. It's normal to feel that way. Whoever is out there be low discouraged kulwel wala yin ri ya group why do you bakoy benata social media chana go go ngi ko wen wan ran ya group ran wen che anwan che tin ko ken ko da ken ko kwan ke they are trying to cover up their shame by putting you in trouble be in jala mai like any sane person logical person would not advocate the ayin lamai ke koi ruai kene ke chimi koi can we abandon kaka ke support buka mai because why would you abandon your own people just because kalula chia disabled abandon your group if you care so much about your reputation then people's need then ke iran kana iran to koi riogu Iran died, the Utah message is to do something. There's so much need. And there's one thing you can do today. Share this video. Although it doesn't seem like a lot, look in Iran le wo Iran winning dollar den bagam kagam dollar de. Na Iran wo Iran family member and disability, maybe attitude they blue change towards that family member. They'll start treating them with dignity as human beings, as equal human beings. TH all death and disability, achin you know quite loy bijalanya absolutely in their life a benign disability it just happened by chance chirani loy so anyone can wake up tomorrow but bad luck into an accident into are disabled now what are you going to say so that's the message kabagam and I'll pass it on to Achille.
Oh, thank you, Alakir. A topic very touching. So, incredible well thing. Anong ko idol with the na jem ke live video well gal I hope government well it's kir my yadit pingen. I think I'm book deal really cool. I took a thing, akuma junobe kwa jaji ka wiping say disabled people ke pay Iran ben ke wiping but ke in jara junon ko disabled people is that ran ke actually be loindol kulok lelwel galen on ke beloy ke loy actually beloy but so what I would say that it's for the families kujala communities be working. I think it's our duty now that the government I know it's a big burden. It's draining to see Randunyar or Ran Karkanin going in that road. I understand sometimes you try so much, but it looks like it's on Chiroloi. But I would say tackle it this way. Koi ni arkeke koi disabled ye ke kwan ke because kere rio ke ini ran pir pin no unless ran tin humanity kere rio e ba ko niar ke or ke niar batin ke riak or batin ke nyol ayen ke yir yok. So kere majority of these disabled people yok, especially Korean families, is seeing their children not doing so well. Achin panakim talk ethin, achin school talk ethin, and I talk ato hood, achin alan tinke. So I would say start with taking care of the people they love. And then once you do that, you will be reducing part of the stress. And be there for them. Kuna yi meant to be disabled, just know that the burden is on you. I understand that, and when I call Benankede Louis, could draw chopping, could be getting low, but you understand na kadang na liu yen around one disabled adika kinebe, so take care of your parents, take care of your relatives, elderly or disabled people. It is what it is. The government is not going to be there for us until further notice. In developed countries like this one, veterans kujala koi elderly kukoi nyola ke kai ke gam priority ke kai taken care of. If at all you have a chance to take them to rehabilitation, can do that. That's what I would say today. And I don't know if I can say Akuma Junub, Tinkoiku, I don't know. Maybe someone non power, non position in the community would say that, but I would just say take care of your people and avoid stigma. And for you, Manyang, thank you so much. You have done so much and you should be proud of yourself. Avoid people saying one, two, three. Imagine achin kaloy de kachiran jam. It means inong kaloy ke kipiat kayen ko jam. In koi man chin kaloy ran chuman menti Indian innocent. Achin kaloy so achin enemies. Achin kaloy. So na nong enemies ko anong ko iyo kudukan loy. It means that you are doing something that they are not able to do. So keep doing what you want to do. And I have reached out to you last year about if you really need a hand, if you still need human labor, then I can be here part time, and then I will support your foundation, and I will communicate with you after this. I'll send my support to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. When so manyang da yin bu wedu na kirja lwel and then and the wedu lwel ku ja show ya here. So thank you so much.
And wacha ga leja reta kwal lakir ku jala chiao ku jala ko dai ping. My message kabalwel non special need children. Bigger pure that rate bigger can be low support. Yes, non challenges to can cake but you meet that knowledge quite them in a different way. Maybe can a lawyer and cake can be a disabled or could be thing, could be tempio Iran yani, but knowledge non kaya low plan ahead. Maintain a my in a juba rem sometime ko non kaya la you cannot take any appointing. En get no gold tong rotin. Second day after Kenya Mai sejene. En get a gold because of in 2016. So maybe nyale chiala to in another way. Ko baliw. Because nakalo atene ke friend kene chat kene yan achelo. Kuna achelo kabo. So daman kina law daman kene Mai sejene jakilo. When the daman kene to law in that area. So I will nearly sometime chala to in another way. One way another rem command because situation chala you in prison one of the worst prison in the world. non ko jam ci ma in western world ko sijina raj lakin ko rande non family member no mental problem ay lair in prison instead belar belaloi ko don belar rehabilitation center ay lair anja yo telephone mi akule ngaga ci to ka jela die prison ache kala cham away to 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. ben cham ja rer ki cin loy to bi na mi ki cham kin nyol one of the worst prison in the world ko ya le families non ko can ki ka bi atin well no we have to take them to rehabilitation yar Kenya yar Uganda banam jam one donors ko bu ko support non ko kin nim la pia now ranto ke man to pan je ngapur kuna chiler war in prison maybe the kin 1 year the killer but the stress abela you war chanjala jamone yen I stress the family ko chin area yo ngor ke me ko chi yen tingu welene to core in a very young age so ka war na take ije a cheben yen stress bi ala chabi chare ki jam to you know le that wa che ba gear ko family ke donc le le resijeni so Matthew Kukilo in that area chamamanala yo kulwe gala kwadi police belara resijeni edi kanyi but on chamben jam kana family members de kujala police ebele ke mangana balwo treatment eba loy ko be yaran wada took me 9 months yeah later yeah every month I have to services until the nomla to pin today now wale du junu ba yole ka kar ngin bas aya di ban kala pur wala na ka pur aba way ka ben wayen to pan jeng na pur you know nom da chila du today so kala bale parent non special need children kujala ko to on social media no ko la lat mi ko non special need kid ayekala lat well I introduce the man disabled kwanda chini disabled ran ala be disabled anytime ke the other party ke kan to riami happen to anyone ala be happen to anyone even to do no lo ile be you ko back in disabled so akor baga pole let ke ko kirga ke because already ke anong stress to kan to no ko non disabled here in Australia right now kwache jam about it we know who they are but ache jam sometimes I just yum nongan buja jam telephone ikran ja weda jelwel kanwanen man to kan yen man ti dida man yendi waba jamale babala repio well because man no kale be konyen later or no kale be konjunu okay one ko man maugin disabled man ajal law international chambigla jambes because I need big jam chambigla jam ko ni bi stories kala jwer ko ni they are there quite achia well known all over the world so parents they need to be very strong uh, I'm dealing in Kakuma anto in Uganda Kem anto Tanzania anto Uganda anto Kenya anto all over South Sudan when I go anti jam can kira about 10 people but the same story ben dear toke disabled grandfather dear or man dear toke disabled question nyanen non that tinga chidiet chilwo operation kwachin kichiam tik me da to panakim ko man me da toke tabana chin kichiam these are the stories yaga ping every night na la story ping ke story ne cha camping to ka beba la ngon very story ala was na jala no bela ton ka ton be a core point so a lot of calls I've been now it's almost 3 p.m. in Melbourne Kunale ben baden around 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Telfundi ben yubia until tomorrow morning. You in Africa, nango to your request. Facebook ran geran message. Now can message do nom. Ale begor maybe more than 10 message ale begatu. Begor in one day. Until by you could do no. And then you want video call chambelo when you're there in the situation 20. You know, it's another story so very, very painful red. Human story telling you to anon 2-3 disabled kid. A young woman, wouldn't be the car girl, quite a pande a karaoke. I go watch it the disabled. Parent ke long panden a karaoke ya. Ya don't care. So, ta just ebro no. But the belega na never meet ka long yo. So you have to be there. Nana support ya yenin. Kaya yenin because of meet ke yin. Correct. I want to win now because of that disabled kids. Not yet whether disabled kid ke watch bu yo one. You know. Anong nature dear. Even my family, a family dear. Brothers Chento Juba, ile bia man to sukule ena ya yen when the transport bela sukule. Lakin baran yen we ke rarer we so maina. E bera ba wundi ne pa gam ke ran rir ke ran yo. Ran to ke tidio barret. Ran to ke disabled. Or ting to panakim ke tidio. Ko chin ke chiamende or chin ke chiamien or chin non ke no anen this or ran to panakim. These are the people na la wundi la domba tuoj ya tuoj can keep your love dia ngana ranti tuoj. Ya tuoj ani happy. Because non pir non ke tin la ger pi day barbara rer coin leo kene. Even my brothers and nika ben quite to family tiento Juba eba pinga rana kitwany or rana non kedon kor ke den non ke bila jwa pir day, and that report have to come from my dad. Kila ben okay have to come from my dad. you know uh so anong kikinya le yenen ba ran yo beni apon. And ru sometime I never hear Chima went and fight 10 a.m. I'm ready until tomorrow, maybe 10 or 11 a.m. in the morning until tomorrow. Can to online, and do missing him when you want donors, and leave $1 until the weekend we talk. So which I later read, sorry for my emotional. Uh, I have a lot of sad stories, and every day, 7 days a week, I'm not talking emotional. Chinde chan kanto ke anto anche premier always every day anto can emotional, and my father is one of the great people to call Kenyan through this work. And my dad, I just wrote a book about him, a book of Bembe, next year in January will be published by African World Book. I wrote a book about my dad, and just to say thank you to Nangen. Hopefully, yeah, Manyang Foundation in the future time, rehabilitation center Baloy Kenejek, Maugin to South Sudan, Kujala Center Mither Bear. One of these two, Achabu watch, Kogro Loy. Government of South Sudan, Kilon Yaping, Aloy Chipping, they are really aware of it. Because all social network in South Sudan have been a historic Achiga Lerby. Achiga Ping. Even koi war chana la mai junub achiga ping. And we continue. Wato kaman gyan ko India to in prison. Juba Central prison kan DR not DR ko to, because there's a time on turn in prison what you get all buku kadang bu ler chambu ka ler chama yala tal to wortin ku je ler to DR tin in prison. So what you get all bu cham den bu ler ke DR. I was heartbreaking, when Chandiar Koglating and situation took it in prison, a very bad situation. Kwaya Nyara ya be our sisters to in Western world. Bega step up. Non dia to musepa, dia to in prison. Akor support it. Mother role. You know. Anto can be diar ko abaga watch pets kujala underwear kwalet atoke bega lair in prison next year because they get you were in prison. You know, diar ko atoke ariam in prison because a relative can kala lo support. Eke chalo witness, eke team. Kekele balwe gala cha kemano because wake cham jor from kitchen road buler to Nondia. You know, Kogachina let ben kege court gear. Kogaka my life in prison. You know, kuso Sudan panchini law. Nala you all make that a simple cases. Iman kon maya ewer chan get a Facebook general of South Sudan ministers ache mitken ato in a better life than mit ko achi by Thor ake lota. And maya very clear message. Kwacha gor bundi. Okay. No ran den chala you in prison can go la tapping in prison ran ache to chadi chare yachi burri. Go ran to go down to in prison because a captain in police. Chibela re prison 2 years. Ala tijo mume golele werto. Wale to wokedi. Gole to korke no ngene bato ba wai ku baga. And where's your family? Gole family chato barkaza. Ame kwache koi chori ara koi to pani jenga chin ko ni. Gole to gole ka ba topping. You know. Chabela topping. Madie cha ben yo du padie cha ben yo ke ran to ke woche mu cha let it to woche tin. Go la baby gole loy 300 US. That 200 penjine lo the mana blabi. Ku yen 100 ben yo de ria bla pandin. Barkaza. Long eran 20 years yale chala lo ke ben ja ke ti awrete wala chin problem wa ba yo pinya bari so imagine ran jalu la mai se jene 2 years in prison chan ke to cho gorpe long so Sudan a long ke gorni pe next year I'm going to focus on children with disabilities ku jala diar to in prison all over South Sudan ke anu kana law because e ka law witness challenges to ke thing my father war last month actually non meeting kana kwa prison Juba Central Prison Canada. One thing Kibela Law mentioned, Ekanale, Ujala Juan, Benke Teragir, Ujala yi Sabun, Benke Kawa. These are things one keg in prison. Okay. Wale Baba Kaneki Chalating Yanino, a checkle bill around them. Every day, Wajal, every morning, Buchamler, every evening. So I know what is going on in that prison. Warchana Gor Felbunian, where they are to in prison, Abaga Kwan, Kwako Gabenala Jamu Meke. You look in prison anytime, whether into in Western world or Totono, you look a mistake, a little low charing, mistake, le Benny Mai, you know, a little low. So can Granto in that situation, then don't lie. Iran Chelar, because Ilabara youth in any time, any 0 hour. On Chalo Ankin can my Panaka Waja, but until my South Sudan. Okay, one of the people in prison in my life. Okay, so kicha loy tien pana kawaja kache crime, but in South Sudan can crime cha loy kwacha gaman crime loy. You know, kwacha gala teach long may ako law book because I'm police and keep you. I'm well trained police officer. Kwanti law cha kwen meya rana chin kana la ben ya. Lo politician, wala politician ran yendi. Can tell we gal we general mi kona chito in South Sudan or mi kona chito piraje. That politic wala la in lots of wala cha gam. You know, my dad been 7 days a week. My father been in prison. We have been because I interview a lot of people in prison. Even one of my childhood friend, Kinwa Yo, for more than 20 years, Chabela you in prison. Nearly you know, 2 months ago, Bella car very quick. Ambo ku dom ya ko ku le angel today wale la to no wale la ba wale why wale time do chitok 2 months ko ito wale okay but ko chagala you in prison watch bela lenga watch bela network kin tribe to ten rambena toke brothers in prison. So not anti tell we bung do my first book I told the reflection on my journey to the Republic of South Sudan. Kuna taurin kiento ten Manyang Malet Manyang on Google kapibenyal. My second book I told in my father's footstep. No bung den to man I told when I was young and stupid. Ato Korea then. Aboke boke kero ato on the way kapiben. So but first book to on Amazon now. It's the reflection on my journey to the Republic of South Sudan. Yeah, in my father's footsteps, and when I was young and stupid, I will been next year. So we take a later read. Sorry for being emotional too much. But sure can read. Hopefully, babala ben again next time. Kubuku ba jam ko. Because every day I learn different thing, And on call for man not to run and video kalwel ran kana chi kor wheelchair, ran kana chi kor crutches, ran kana kor treatment. Okay. Not in the chat with sura man they were. Me they chat kuna ler ke chit less than 1 minute ka tuga ni alko roy. Wale man kana chi kor wheelchair. Anong rar problem yako. Kwa chi dictor bala len war chane chale loy godong scanning kor treatment. Treatment can be low, I can your report sometime next week. Kubatinga will okay Ben and care treatment can low. So quite random talk about going and I will do it. Now editor will below we will a problem. Couple low and the man the bakon because I will and anti corba bad it again and level man country it. So can I talk one of the things below next year? Kellen were one a talk and donors law Christmas holiday. So now so en we chaka leja red we ko dai ko ko jala la kir ko di we chaka leja red sorry
Ayen, shukran Manyangda. Thank you for sharing this story and for doing the excellent work. And we call die. Thank you so much for joining the U-Turn always and continue to promote this work of impact. The support that we are asking from you. Sometimes in the baratin kitchen but check up a button but one in clicking and share this information in Manyang Disability Foundation kacha support because I think yung a bella ping story ku work loy ping out yola miari le binong ko I think yung a stories clubbing could be the bella wa or the trauma to can end so please share this information. That is one way you can support. Other ways you can support, you can reach out directly to Manyang Malet and support the work that he's doing. All of us here watching supported in one way or another from strangers. I can just tell you, usually I look at Peter Malkin, and you can because any refugees, any academic disabled. I was bright in school, but I didn't have economic means to advance my education. Same to Alaki, same to Achio. But I know cultural program volunteers who can run $4 or $1 baby to tell in a program called WUSC. That program called WUSC able a refugee camp kule wabe kuyen kata work today. So if now I can go point, tell you who disabled man in a way that is not physical but intellectually you con you. But now chiran program could be working on what here and we are paying it forward. That is why we are doing this advocacy work to continue the support and to come mama young to men around. That is why we are here. Pen ke work manyang ting Kadiao, Chiba, but they inspire. Where are you? Yeah, Dulcian Chadan Ben Australia, no, can you go to day that na better thing, take a better thing, take a cabin, because na jera and your gumgachin chin, or a mule, or a chin chin, or a chin or a chipping. Those things, then I intersectional problem that we need to support. And so Sudan right now, there's so many things. Economic young natural disability di disabled at accidents ngadi environmental pollution the topic ko bi jam in a lot of pollution a lot mining a lot oil anong areas ka peg so Sudan where mi ta ka di man ke disabled me tan bi di chen chu kwa chen natural kwa chi ke to kwan de ni de no kwat be ni la so we need to stop this idea of what you kwan hila, what you kwan maukin, what you kwan ka kirka ke ale ben work you ten loy when ke message of today. So thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you, Makwe. And everyone, Cobra Ding, thank you so much. And all of you, Enery Makwe, for continuing to support Manyang Foundation and the U10. So let's continue to spread this word and let the youth turn happen. Get my message, so a message of hope, message of encouragement, message of support. So thank you so much for supporting this work, and we will continue the conversation. What my young but I bet me a jam bunde could jam kaji a little between now and then to come and update us about the program. So Nelly Jenny Yin Kuni, thank you so much. We're back at Yapol, things I work Java you again. And we show about Jackie.
Okay.